What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kreepers and I'm here today with another video. And this video today is actually for Paladins. And today's video, I am gonna be talking about the tweet that Paladins did. Yes, Paladins did, the Twitter, their official channel, they decided to tweet something interesting. And I know that I'm not the first one to talk about this. There's like a ton of people already talking about this. But I've been seeing everybody, and nobody has brought this up. I may be wrong, I may be right, nobody knows. Definitely this tweet, as you're seeing right now on the screen, it is a teaser for the next update coming. Now, they did mention that definitely is a new support coming to the realm. Okay, new champion and support. Because definitely we need support since we have a low amount of supports. Ever since Saris and Genos joined the realm, that was pretty much it. But the thing is, this support looks to be something, something complex. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because if you've seen the stream on the day of the launch of, Paladins, which was day 8 of this month, you can actually go on Twitch and see that it's in the videos part. And if you go towards the part after where actually Alyssa and Juju were talking and playing, you get to see Chris and another developer that I'm not remembering the name right now, but it doesn't really matter. And that other developer who is really known, I don't know if it was Martini. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't really matter, as I said before. But he said he was going to be doing some spoilers on the champion. First of all, he said that it was a support, and he also said that it was a very rewarding support or champion to play with, pretty much almost like Maldamba. The reason why he was talking about this is because Maldamba is a type of champion that can heal a lot. It can heal in different ways. You can even heal yourself, and not to mention that he can actually be very aggressive, right? You can play with Maldamba in ways that pretty much no other healer can. Even Pip, for example, is completely different. Pip is he has concentric fire and he can actually soak people, has some CC and etc. But it's not the same thing as Maldamba. Maldamba can actually stun people. He can have incredible damage. He's not just healing at the same time, that he's also damaging people. And so, as they said, it's very rewarding to play this character because you're not just doing one or two things. You're doing a bunch of them. You're almost playing as the entire team by yourself. The thing here is, this champion, this support, as they said, it's not just going to be rewarding like Maldamba, but as they said, also it's going to be something in certain situations scary to play. I'm thinking this is somehow also, pay attention here, they also said there was an event coming up of Angels and Demons. I didn't saw anybody mention this, but the last event was actually related to a champion. But the champion was already out, so they didn't really, they didn't do the event just for that champion to come out. But this event can be related to this. This champion can actually be related to somehow an angel or a demon, right? The new event coming out, it is actually related between angels and demons. And not just to mention that somehow this champion is related to fire. Because if you do pay attention to the image, first thing you see is 4 different candles all around this book. So this book is really interesting and really, something big, something important, right? But 4 candles, that's just the first thing that I thought. Then I looked into the book itself. It says the eternal pyre. I went ahead and, the pyre is not really hard to translate, but I went ahead and studied this a little bit, and this is actually related to the eternal flame. The eternal flame can be related to a lot of things, and one of them that nobody actually mentioned was Phoenix. The Phoenix is actually related to fire, is actually known to be a very mythical creature that burns into flames at the time of their deaths, right? And then they are reborn. So pretty much is almost like the eternal fire. The eternal fire is also a mythical thing on history that, technically speaking, it's not real, but it is used in a lot of different places, including the Bible. So leading me to think this is somehow related to angels, right? There's something here related to even the sun. Just like what they're saying on the tweet, they are saying also all souls need a fire to heat them and light up their way. So this can also be related to the sun. This can also be related to the phoenix, like I said, or, an angel of fire. We don't know what it really means. All that I'm saying here is pretty much what it could be, not what it is. People already knew that there was a Datamined champion called the Furia. People were saying that it was supposed to be a female, and if you are seeing the stream that I told you about on the Paladins Twitch, you will notice that definitely they are bringing up that she is a female, and that somehow was a spoiler. Well, I think that was actually intentional. I think because he was saying, okay, we can give some spoilers about that, and then he brings up the part where it's a support and that she, and immediately he talks about she, and if he wanted to, he could have tried to somehow just talk away like she, the character, but no, he immediately said, okay, I just said she. Whether it was intentional or not, we know now that it's a female. People were thinking it was a female because it was the Furia. We also know that she's a support, and somehow this is going on the same update of the event of Angels and Demons. So, just like the last event where Janus was actually the main character, this can be the main character of this event. So, we may be correct here. And not to mention that on the table, you can see the name Abby plus Sarah. Well, usually, as you may know, writing on wood names and putting pluses between two names, this is the sign of, it's a couple or something like that. But people are thinking that maybe it's the children of this character. Perhaps this character itself is a mom, or is a friend, or actually even somebody that she loved. Nobody actually knows, right? Just like in Overwatch, there's apparently, females who liked other females. This doesn't really mean that this is the case. I'm not saying that they're trying to copy Overwatch, okay, but it could be an idea. It could be something that it's possible. But I believe more the idea of being like daughters or something, okay? I'm not entirely sure. As I said, this is completely all speculations and just imagining in theories. We really don't know what it is. We don't have any certain things, okay? Just like, for example, when I did with about Moji, where I said that was not a dog because it had a cookie. The footprint looked like something else, and it was a dinosaur, sort of a lizard sort of footprint, and then the cookie was related to her ult. This could also mean that it's related to her ult. Okay, maybe they're showing us how a part of her is gonna work. Okay, just the necklace. The necklace, if you pay attention, it has a little, I don't know how you call it, but it has a little thing on the left side that allows you to know that this is the type of necklace that opens with a picture inside. So definitely has something inside, a picture of somebody. Or it could actually be their daughters or just another person. And not to mention that Abby is the short name for Abigail, right? Abigail is brought up in a lot of places of different mythology and also religion. Abigail is a very known name a name related to these type of things. About Sarah, there's actually nothing there that it's just Sarah, okay? But Abby does bring up the issue of being Abigail, of course. But as I said, the things that we know so far is that she is a support. The data mining also said that she had an ability where she could actually send a blast. So this blast could actually be a blast of fire. I was actually imagining her ultimate be something like throwing something in the air, almost like the Ceres ultimate, but it would act like the core of Terminus, and it would blow up with fire. Pretty much almost like a sky bomb. It could be that, but they also said that we've never seen anything like this before. So being something related to the champions would be incredibly, that they would be contradicting what they were saying, right? So, but we definitely know that somehow she's related to shields because the necklace itself looks like a shield. We also know she is gonna heal. I've tried to look up for the symbol in the book. The last thing that I remember is what I said, the phoenix. That actually reminds me here. Or it's a T for her name. Somehow her name is beginning with a T. We don't know what it is. Okay, I wish I could know more and I can tell you more. Some people thought that the book was actually related to Evie with the book that she brings on her belt, but then they said no, this is not the same book. Other people thought that this character is actually related to Ceres, but somehow doesn't really make sense because it's not. If it is what we're thinking, it's completely opposite of Ceres. What it could be, it could be her sister or somebody related. It's not. We're not saying that it isn't. Ceres, apparently, her name is not her name herself. She gained the name after apparently consuming the souls of a city called Ceres. So we have here a bunch of things that we could work on, and they can actually do whatever they want right now. Even if they already have the champion ready or not, the Lord can be developed by the way that they want. Although I do believe that whatever it is, it's already finished. There's only one last thing that I want to bring up, which is the part where, if you've seen the lore video around Divided for Paladins, there's a part where you see like a wizard. This wizard is holding like a redstone on his hand, and it's related to magic. I'm not entirely sure if it's actually fire. It could be related to fire. We'll see. Okay, we're not entirely sure if that's the person, although we know that it's a she, so it can't be that person, right? Although that's the wizard, I still believe that somehow he's going to make a little entry on Paladins. I may be wrong, we don't know. And there's only one final theory that I have here, that it isn't really my theory. I actually saw this from someone else, and I decided to actually think about it, and may be correct. Although this is actually angels and demons that we're talking about, and even her, it could be an angel or something related. For those who don't remember the story of Androxus, he was actually cursed. He was actually the partner of Lex, and he remained like this. He became cursed after killing a god. So what we're trying to say here is it possible that somehow this character is related to the goddess that he somehow killed? Is it possible that it's the same goddess? Is it possible that it's a second goddess and now comes to seek revenge? We really don't know. There's also like a small speculation where this champion can actually revive people. I'm not entirely sure why people think that. I mean, the eternal fire, the eternal power, it somehow is related, but even so, I wouldn't think that they would try to do this in a way that already Overwatch has this ability like for a very long time. They know that they're going to be called like copycats, definitely, unless they are developing this character for almost 1 year or two. Even so, they would still be called copycats. But whatever they have to bring to the game, it will be good. Okay, it's better to have more choices when it comes to supports and just say, oh no, it's a copy, I'm not going to use it. Nobody's going to say that, okay? Whatever it is, it's going to be welcomed into the game really, really well. I wish that we could have a little bit more, more new things faster, but they said that it's going to be every 6 weeks, so we're going to have to wait here a little bit. And now just one last thing before I go. I was looking here into my information, and this actually comes into the thing that I was mentioning, the Phoenix. Apparently, if you search for Phoenix, the Phoenix is known to be a bird that when it's about to die, it goes into her nest or builds a nest and creates a pyre of fire around her to be consumed by the flames and then be reborn. So this could actually just be against the things that I just said before, where they wouldn't bring the, reviving skill of somebody else, since it can be. I mean, they wouldn't bring the same ability from Terminus, definitely, because what good would be a healer that can self-revive? I mean, unless you do like Terminus and it is actually a fire, a sun that explodes, which is literally the same ultimate. This actually, that's what I'm saying. This actually is related to somehow a Phoenix. And also Phoenix is fire, so the pyre, the fire, the candles, the book, magic, everything is related. I may be wrong, of course. I'm not saying that it actually is a Phoenix or related to a Phoenix, but it can be somehow related to an angel of fire, and somehow her name be some related to Phoenix. I don't know what name could actually start with a T that it's related somehow to Phoenix, or what those two little names, Abby and Sarah, have to do with it. But as soon as I have more information, I will be posting it here on a new video. So you guys definitely appear here, okay? I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to have all these informations. I'm going to be talking about all of them. As soon as the champion is completely released, I also will be talking about it and what I think about it. So, you know, just subscribe to the channel and you'll get most of the updates of new things coming to our Paladins as soon as I can. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like so I can understand if you enjoyed the video or not. And have a wonderful day, guys. I'm going to go away now. Bye-bye, and I'll see you next time.